They say teaching is a noble profession because it takes courage and passion. A teacher must have the courage to do what is right for the sake of their students and a profound feeling for teaching, even if it is exhausting. It shapes the character, caliber, and the future of an individual. This teacher has been featured on different media houses due to his endless efforts to support learners from humble background. He has worked in and out of season for the benefit of many less fortunate learners in Kajiado County. Meet Mr. Peter Wanjala Namsaka, currently the deputy head teacher at Kajiado Primary Boys Boarding School in Kajiado County.
Before coming to this school, I've served as the deputy teacher in various schools in the same county, Kajiado County. I was first posted in a school called Ilmarba Primary School that is in the interior of Kajiado County, where I served for a period of 5 years. And then later on I was transferred to Inginye Primary School within Kajiado Central Sub-County, still in Kajiado County, where I served also. And then the government saw it wise for me to be transferred to the school I am in, this school, Kajiado Boys.
A teacher who has made positive contribution in academics in the Maa community.
Like I realized that there was a lot of absenteeism of pupils. So I wanted to find out what was causing the absenteeism. And I later on realized that very many children walk very many distances to reach the school. From their homes to school, the distance was great. And also I realized because of prolonged drought, sometimes they miss food, and therefore coming to school, it was a challenge. And that is when I looked for a way of assisting these children so that they can also learn like other children in the Republic.
He is a teacher working beyond classroom, recording tremendous performance, providing mentorship to fellow teachers, hence improving school performance.
Actually, I want to thank him very much as my deputy because since the year we reported in this school, actually a lot has been achieved, and I want to attribute the achievement. Almost everything which we are doing here in the school, he has been in the front line as the deputy head teacher and also as a teacher in the classroom. The use of songs, and I can attest here that he is very, very, very good in teaching pupils through songs. These songs makes learning real because children are able to tackle various questions using the songs, not only in social studies but also in religious education.
Bantu in East Africa, Kenya, Kikuyu, Kamba, Mijikenda, Pokomo, Embu, Meru, Kuria, Abagusi, Abaluya, Taita, Tanzania, Nyamwezi, Chaga, Sukuma, Makonde, Gogo, Fipa, Ahaba, Yongoni, Hehe, Yaozara, Mozigua, Tanzania, Uganda, Baganda, Bagisu, Batoroba, Nyangole, Basoga.
And I can say, for the last 3 years we have been in Kajiado Primary Boys Boarding School, a lot has been achieved.
Through singing, they can sing while coming to school. They can sing while going back to their homes. They can sing when doing some home course like sweeping, herding, when they are playing, even at night without light, because I realized that most of the homesteads in Maasai land, they don't have the lighting system.
In fact, it's more than what I can be able to describe or what I can be able to say about him. He did a lot. He's the best social studies so far for teacher in this school and in anywhere that I've ever seen. We compete with him, but for surely you'll have to know that he do more than being expected for a teacher. Last time he had a mini score, which is, I think he was around the best in Kajiado County.
All along since the establishment of the school, they've never been an ECD class, and I can say, as our motto says, together we succeed, we were able, the two of us, it was our vision when we came into the school to bring up those two classes.
His efforts have not gone unnoticed by the officers from the Ministry of Education and the teacher employer at the county level.
I knew Peter Namsaka from when he was a deputy head teacher in Marba in Ilbisil zone.
I remember when he was at Marba Primary School. He did a commendable job there of teaching, improving the performance and even discipline in that particular institution.
This is a teacher I know, a person that I've worked with over the years very, very closely. He's a community mobilizer. He's been assisting us in the villages, especially to identify bright and needy students.
Peter Wangela is a great champion and a great teacher, worth to be emulated by many teachers because of the great work he has done in the schools that he has worked in. He's a committed teacher, ready to serve beyond the classroom. He has engaged himself in many other programs outside class work, which he looks forward to support communities and also learners outside the schools where he is teaching.
I identified him as a very active deputy head teacher, and his work, from what he has been doing, is what made him come to All Kajiado Boys Boarding. He's a very active teacher. When it comes to classwork, he's a performer who always gets very high mini score. He's also a very good administrator, and that is why we made him a deputy head teacher, All Kajiado Boys Boarding.
Health being a fundamental concern, he has taken care of several severe cases, and Mr. Eli Koringo, the NAT Executive Secretary, Kajiado County, gives an account.
He brought the boy who was almost losing his hearing ability, and in fact the boy got a lot of assistance from the CC Health, by then Esther Somwere. I also remember him also bringing another one who was almost losing his eyesight. The same case, a different case, but in the same village. And you know, all these ailments are caused by poverty. Parents are not able even to take these children to hospital for specialized treatment.
Societal constraints, domestic and family obligations, different cultural beliefs, and a gender-based violence in all of its forms work to hold girls back from accessing quality education. Girls are forced to early marriages after undergoing FGM. It is a difficult norm to bring to an end.
And one thing and the biggest challenge that I faced in El Marba Primary School is that our rampant cases of FGM, early marriages, and even early pregnancies. And you see, I'm not a native. I knew I could face resistance. And indeed, I faced a lot of resistance because what I did, I enlightened, first of all, the girls. I talked to them, told them of the value of going to school, getting education, and finishing their schooling to get to live a good life. And indeed, Some people mobilized their parents, they came to school, they came literally attacked me.
And I remember some people were very uncomfortable with him when he was at El Marba Primary because he was very strict. He made a follow-up, and you know, in those places, FGM is rampant. Children are even taken to Tanzania to undergo a cut. And these are school children. But because he used to pursue, and he was against such retrogressive cultural activities, even some people, including even some leaders within that particular village, ganged against him. They were not happy with what Mr. Namsaka was doing, and senior people are involved, leadership in that particular area. So a bad blood, there was a bad blood between them now, and the teacher who was protective to these young innocent girls.
But as a teacher, he has rescued many of these girls to various centers for them to carry on with their education.
And Namsaka is also involved in Girl Child, whereby he has also been used to help girls in placing the girls who have been involved maybe in forced marriages and others. He's also involved in mentorship for the girls.
I remember him bringing one girl here together with an assistant chief from that village and a pastor. They came to my office and they requested me even to offer an hand, where I lent an hand. In fact, I bought some other school requirements for the girls, the box and other things.
I remember there was a girl who was supposed to sit for KCPE, and this girl was forcefully married to a certain old man in those sides of Magadi at a place called Olaika in Magadi. And we were able to rescue a girl by the name Christine. And I took that girl to a rescue center at Limuru called Fikiadada. We rescued Sophie, and right now Sophie is she's doing her 4th form this year, and I wish her all the best. Jemima was also at rescue at the risk of being married off, and I also connected her. I rescued her, took her to my friends at Fikiadada, and she's doing so well. She's now, next year she will be doing her KCPE class, Christine Mashpei. I also rescued her, and she did her Form 4 last year at Sajilon Girls. So we have a slum called Majengo, a slum here in Kajiado, and I rescued 2 girls who were being, staying with a guardian, and this guardian was misusing them sexually.
Peter Namsaka connected me to Fikiadada Rescue Center, and now I'm going well with my studies. I'm now going to Form 2.
My name is Awasi Arara. I come from humble background. Peter Namsaka helped me to connect with Fikiadada because I don't have school fees. I come from Majengo.
This made the county government of Kajiado, through Ilaramatak NGO, to recognize him with an award for championing for girls' education, an event that took place at Isinya Technical Training Center in 2020.
I was recognized as a champion of girl child education, and especially on matters concerning championing against gender violence. And I was so humbled.
The boy child is experiencing emerging challenges such as lack of guidance and counseling, weak family institutions, and negative parental attitude, which need to be established in order to arrest these worrying trends. Through his own initiative, he has intervened and supported several boys whose education was on the verge of collapsing.
Bwana Peter Namsaka has a soft heart, a very good heart, in ensuring the boys whom have achieved a lot and not able to go to high school, he assists them in different ways. I have seen him assisting a boy here who was stranded, not able to go to high school, and it is through his efforts that Abraham Likamai today is in Chinga High School in Kenya, where he is attending school, and it is through him. Not only Abraham Likamai, there is another one called Teddy Oduor. It is through him. Actually, we were all in the school stranded. We were not able to see how this boy is going to be in high school.
My name is Teddy Oduor. I managed to score a mark of 321 in this year KCPE. And through Namsaka, I managed to get a scholarship, which take me to a high school in Nakuru, which is known as Hillcrest. And now I'm learning, and I thank God for that.
Mimi ndio mama huyu kijana hapa, anaitwa Teddy Oduor. Kulingana na vile alifanya mtihani KCPE 2021, alikapita mtihani vizuri, nikakuwa so desperate, nikashindwa la kufanya, nika approach Mr. Namsaka. Ku approach sababu alikuwa deputy teacher wake, akanisupport, akanipeleka, akanitafutia sponsorship ambaye amegharamia huyu kijana mpaka mwisho wa masomo wake. Sasa nashukuru Mungu kwa hayo.
There is also another boy who I think the parents are not able, or one of the parents is not alive, and the boy came here looking for a place to be educated. Tuarari today, it is a living example of how you can take a child from the remote areas of this land, and the boy, as we speak, did his KCPE, and we know from how he came into this school, it is not the same as how he left the school. Definitely, he will do very well.
Other than the two boys in Kajiado High School, I also have 4 boys who are in Nakuru. One in Form 1, one in Form 2, the other one is in Form 3, and there is one that is doing his 4th form.
I like, after my study, I like to become a lawyer so that I can protect the right of children in my community and champion for education. With my education, I will transform this community.
In primary school, there was my deputy head teacher whose name was Peter Wanjala Namsaka, connected me to the Dilasau brothers who took me. I was so glad to get scholarship, and I thank God because of that. I learned at Hillcrest Secondary School at Nakuru County. With my education, I will transform this community.
So he's the one, when I finished my class 8, and he came and approached me. He connected me to a certain organization that is in Nakuru, by the name the Lasalian Brother, where I went there and I got my sponsorship.
Tumekuja kukutana na walimu wetu, na ya pili na mshukuru mwalimu kwa sababu kama si yeye, huyu mtoto wangu angepata usaidizi ya shule. Kwa sababu yake ndio Sironet amepata sponsor.
With my education, I will transform this community.
We have students now that we are able to give our scholarships. They are now in Form 3 in high school. courtesy of the efforts that were made by Namsaka. So quite a number of our students, girls and boys, have been identified by him. He has the passion of assisting the community.
Managed to get a county full scholarship from the governor of the Kajiado County. I wish to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Peter Wanjala Namsaka for helping me assess high school education. And more so, I would like to thank His Excellency Joseph Jama Olengu for fully sponsoring me the secondary level. Thank you.
Mtihani wa KCPE nilipata marks 368. Hapo ndipo nilikosa karo ya kwenda kujoin high school.
Nikamwambia kwamba mwanafunzi, mimi nataka kukusaidia. Nataka kufanya jambo ambalo sio zuri sana, lakini nia yangu ni kukusaidia. Kwa hivyo jambo ambalo mimi nitafanya, wakati msafara wa cabinet secretary utapita, tutasimama na wewe katikati ya barabara na tupige magoti tuombe kwamba naibu waziri, tafadhali tusaidie. Na jambo hilo lilifanyika hivyo, na kweli waziri alisimama, msafara wake ulisimama.
Nilipokutana na CS Magoha, alinisaidia na kumpeleka shule, alinifanyia shopping yote na kunilipia karo ya miaka yote 4.
Sironet is one of the boys currently pursuing education in Masai Mara University, a boy he has supported from primary school, and the fruits are at hand to celebrate.
Johnston Sironet Maranji. I'm currently studying at Masai Mara University. I joined this year. I'm currently in first year undertaking a course of education, science. Still here. Namsaka is still in charge of me through my stay here. He's providing me some few things here and there. The personal items still is the one who is providing for me, and even the transport fee. So he is still supporting me up to where I am right now. For me, I don't have enough to thank Mr. Namsaka, since he has really supported me, and now I can foresee my future through him, because he has really supported me, he has helped me, and I can see that I'm able to accomplish my dreams through his help.
And he is ready to follow the footsteps of Mr. Namsaka in supporting the less fortunate in the community.
Again, I would like to, after my course here, I would like to go back to the society and also join Mr. Namsaka in helping those students who are needy, because inside in the interior there are many students who really need to accomplish their dreams, but they don't have that ability. They are not potential to do that. So I would like to join him after here and help those students who are there at the interior, those who are not able to meet their dreams, and help them also to meet their dreams the way I have been helped.
He was the first teacher in Kajiado to begin e-learning after the closure of schools during the COVID-19 period in March 2020. He could not go cold since he was disturbed in the manner by which learners stayed at home unattended, thus moving him out of his comfort zone to fulfill his agenda as a teacher.
He has started a big program on virtual learning, that is e-classes, where he supports learners virtually and through e-learning across the entire county of Kajiado and even across the country. This really featured so much and became a great program for him during COVID-19 pandemic period, where he was able to engage with learners across the country, supported them in teaching and learning through virtual learning. He was able to connect with the majority of his students he was handling in his school and also across the country.
He also came in handy during the time of COVID-19. You know, our children were at home, so he provided an e-learning platform for our children. So a lot of our children were able to learn at home, courtesy of the platform that Namsaka provided.
So a certain NGO had to come in, I think Ilaramatak, to give him a backup, bought a smartphone for him, a laptop for him, and at the same time, Ilaramatak NGO also bought several phones for the candidates so that they can follow their teacher teaching them online. And I want to confirm that so many students benefited from his teaching online. Even right now, he's still doing the same.
The option of getting phones and giving lessons through maybe WhatsApp, Facebook, and what have you. Again, I realized that it was a big challenge because I'm having 16 candidates, and out of the 16 candidates, only 2 parents had smartphones. So I saw it also not working out. So what happened is that I approached a certain NGO just around by the name Ilaramatak, and I expressed the need of them coming in.
Mr. Namsaka and other teachers had a session with the kids to show them what to download and what not to download, because these phones can be good, it can also be very misleading. Kids will run to things like pornography, they will rush to things like Facebook, but what we have done is tumenyonga Facebook, tumenyonga sites zile tunajua kwamba wanaweza kimbilia, and then they have just to download materials from class for classwork. Then we gave him a handset, another phone. We gave him a computer. Then we gave him again a camera. All those are the things that he needed to equip himself in order to go online.
A teacher at a primary school in Kajiado County has invented a smart way of teaching pupils virtually in Manyatas. Mwalimu Peter Wanjala of Inkinye Primary School has formed a classroom WhatsApp group and a special examination portal through which he conducts lessons, sets and distributes examination to the pupils.
Create a WhatsApp group na ninawasiliana nao kupitia kwa hiyo WhatsApp. Nina record sauti kwa somo ambalo ninafundisha, kisha ninawatumia notes au halmashauri ya mji.
Hii ugonjwa ya corona imetuhangaisha sana, lakini tumepata tumaini kutoka kwa simu, watoto wanasoma vizuri.
Watoto wakiwa nyumbani, mtoto wangu tu bado anasoma juu ya mwalimu, anatoa hiyo kama mtihani, watoto wanafanya tu akiwa nyumbani.
Kama mwalimu sio tu kufundisha darasani, lakini kuwatafuta wanafunzi hawa na kuwafuata ili watoto hawa pia waende shule. Sababu ninaamini ya kwamba watoto hawa wanapoenda shule baadaye watakuja kusaidia jamii na jamii itainuka pakubwa sana. Natumia WhatsApp, ninaandika kwa groups. Tuna groups kama hapa Kajiado, tuna group ya Kajiado Teachers. Ninaandika proposal, ninatuma. Ninaenda pia kwa Facebook. Ninaandika tu, ninatuma ujumbe kwamba kuna mwanafunzi mahala fulani hajiwezi na hana ufadhili wowote. Wakati mwingine pia huwa ninafanya email, ninaandika kwa mashirika ambayo yanasaidia watoto wasiojiweza, na Mungu ni wajabu kwamba huwa ninapata respond na naona watu wanachangamka.
Questions lingering on the minds of many is about the source of finance to facilitate all these.
And you know, teachers earn little. But he went an extra mile of even going deep into his pocket. This is a teacher who has gone out of his comfort zone to make sure that he takes education to another level. And how I wish KICD can make use of such teachers.
Being a teacher carries a great responsibility, but it is a fulfilling profession because the students' achievements are not solely theirs to celebrate. It is the teacher's joy too.
And we want to say that Peter Wanjala has been an instrument of change. He has influenced a number of pupils in that school to be admitted in high school, in national schools, in county schools. I want to say that he has gone even more to bring the issue of the agenda of the girl child in this county, regardless of being a teacher in a boarding school, a boys' school, but he has gone more than his boundaries to make sure that the girl child is really taken care of. And we want to say that at any given recommendation that is required of him, me personally as a leader of this county, I want to recommend him that he is a leader of the day. He is a leader of this time. He is a performer in his works. So he has a good name, he has a good reputation, he has a good image in this county.
Few teachers always takes several steps apart from the normal teaching to follow up their children up to the village level, to know how they live, how they feed, how they sleep, and also to know what makes them absent in their institution.
Also as CAPTCHA, we are encouraging our Teachers Service Commission, our employer, to continue with what was the Teacher Award, Teacher of the Year Award. In fact, this one was a motivating background, and it is stood to encourage teachers to do well. And as CAPTCHA, we are encouraging to see that all the teachers who are doing well, and especially in our schools, are awarded.
He's a great mentor. He's a teacher who have mentored so many. He's able to link up even with learners outside Kajiado County and in remote areas of this county. And that one we really commend as the employer because even in our teacher performance appraisal and development, we look so much on issues of community engagement, that those teachers who are able to engage with the community, involve the community, undertake some programs with the community, they have a better impact to the learner more than those ones only who undertake classroom teaching.
So this is one man who has a lot of passion in what he does. The very disadvantaged children in the community are now in big places. They are now in high school. A lot of them are about to complete, and they are doing very well, courtesy of the effort that he made at that initial stage.
I really recommend him for greater support in many other programs that he intends to undertake, and even his endeavor to ensure that his passion comes to a reality and is supported and is also appreciated because of the great work that he's doing.
Teachers are part of the fundamental foundation that cultivates the mind and skills of a child. This is one of the ambitions of Mr. Namsaka in ensuring that the dreams of such young golden souls are realized. If the people remember you as a good teacher, that will be your biggest joy. As in this case, Mr. Peter Wanjala Namsaka was, is, and will be a teacher to be remembered in the Maa community.